It's a Zim Excellence Awards. Makorokoto. We are the creators of destiny. Commando.
Welcome Zimbabwe. This is the 4th edition of the Zimbabwe Excellence Awards. We're right here at J&J conference venue and it's lit, as you can see behind me. The dresses are out, the suits are out. Everybody's excited to celebrate the Zimbabwean Excellence Awards. Zimbabwean Excellence, that's the spirit of the Zimbabwe. If you don't know it, you've got to be here. That's Delfino. He's out. Check you out later, man.
Champions are born every day. Go for it and listen what they say. Wake up, work for your dreams. Fight for your dreams, never give up in life, yeah. The harder you work for something, the greater you feel it when achieve it. The rampa una spirit, kana una ability, yeah. Light up, no. Para zwaitwane mumwe, para pashandwane mumwe. Nyangoka watsiwa nyangoka iridza soto ndezvako iwewe.
No pain, no gain, working every day on a 9 to 5. No pain, no gain, working every day on a 9 to 5. Are you feeling?
I'm ready as I will ever be. I was born ready, man. I'm ready now. I was ready then, I was ready now, and I will still ever be ready.
Are you feeling me? Oh, silly me. Are you feeling me? I work too hard on a 9 to 5.
Success is when I walk and they'll be seeing money. Even when I talk, they just be listening money.
Hi guys, my name is John and we are here at the Zimbabwean Excellence Awards 2018 and I'm joined also with my co-host Michelle Mbele. So the Zimbabwean Excellence Awards are all about celebrating Zimbabweans in South Africa who are doing great. So Michelle, what do you think about this award?
These awards are really small, they really help to build people, to motivate people to do great, to encourage them to keep on doing what they're doing. So I think they're really great.
I think so too. So if you are not nominated, don't worry. Next year somebody's gonna nominate you. So what I encourage you to do is go to our Facebook page or our Instagram page, that is the Zimbabwean Excellence Awards. Follow us, like us, and do make sure that you stay tuned for more details. Because 2019 we're gonna be back and we're gonna be big. So stay tuned.
Hi, it's very nice to be here. Everyone looks very beautiful. We can't wait for the food.
We are hungry and we wish every year you must do these Zimbabwean Awards.
It's very excited to be here. Thank you.
Bye.
It's so great to be here. I'm just hoping that the person that I want to tell you my chicken job.
I'm very happy, having a great time supporting the Zim Excellence Awards. Having a good time today.
Okay. Did you vote for someone?
Not Trump for sure.
Slowly.
Where's the one red, one white? Where's the bucket? Why ice bucket? What's the ice bucket? You know Mr. Anderson? You know Mr. Anderson?
Yes, Anderson.
Mr. Annelen Logo. Mr. for President, Mr. Donovan Chimatama, Mr. Washington
How are you, General?
Yeah, very well. We are now okay. We are now I did not far. Exactly. That's the vibe.
You wanted the vibe.
Vibe, yeah.
Not a vibe. Not in front of the camera.
listen what they say. Wake up, wake for your dreams. Fight for your dreams, never give up in life, yeah. Better you wait for something better you feel in a TV. I'm not gonna speak, because I will not
At our event, I would like to introduce our MC for the day, Mr. Delfino, who is going to come and take over. Can you just give a clip offering to him as he comes to the stage? Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. DJ. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening, Delfino.
All right. Maybe you don't understand English. Magadiko. Salibonani. Oh, Molweni. Bonjour. Comment ça va? Très bien. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a celebration. It is not a funeral. So I don't know, do I have some people that come from Zimbabwe that are here? If you're from Zimbabwe, just raise your hand. If you're from Zimbabwe, right, thank you so much. And if you're from anywhere in Africa, can you just raise your hand for me? If you're from anywhere in Africa, I like that so much. So let me tell you one thing about Africa. When it's time to celebrate, we do not celebrate like we're in Finland. We don't celebrate like we're in Switzerland. We celebrate with some noise. We celebrate with some ululating. We celebrate with some whistling. That is what I know. I don't know if I am jumping the gun or am I wrong?
No, you're right.
Or maybe because you people are wearing suits and very nice dresses, we are not African anymore?
No.
Alright, so can I hear some noise from the Africans that are here? Fantastic. So ladies and gentlemen, my name is Delfino Machikicho III, and I am going to be your host for tonight at the 4th Annual Zimbabwe Excellence Awards. Right, so before we get into the formal proceedings, I just want to, first of all, let me just greet everybody, right? Let me greet all the gentlemen. I can see if you're sitting next to a gentleman, can you just maybe turn and look at them if you're a lady? Just look at how good they look. I see some good tuxedos on this table here. Nothing less than, I don't know if they went to the Barrow, but this looks very expensive suits here. And can you even smell, I can smell the spirit, you know, from the haircut. The worst part for any man when you go to the haircut, when they're done with the cut and they do the spray. I don't know if it's just me. Do you men agree that that's the most painful part? I don't know how much muscle, even if you're like Melgin, you've got muscles, that will make some tears drop from your eyes. And I can still smell the methylated spirit because you look so fresh, you look so good. Fantastic. And if you've got some ladies, are you in the house? Yeah. Can I hear some noise from the ladies? Man, I can see ladies looking so good. So good. So you know the biggest giveaway to see that ladies are looking very nice and the weave is new. The weave is new. If it's new, they don't do this. Have you seen them? They look so fantastic, and I am seeing a lot of very beautiful dresses. I've seen some jumpsuits looking so spectacular. But my biggest worry about jumpsuits is because we only have one toilet. And ladies know what I'm talking about. That is why when ladies go to the bathroom, they go in twos, because jumpsuit is a problem. That is why all the time you see that at the ladies' toilet, there is a longer queue than the gentlemen. So talking about the toilets, if you want to go to the bathroom, we turn to the right and then you see the sign that's written toilets. The one for the ladies is there, the one for the gentlemen is there. Unfortunately, we don't have anything for the ones that are in between. So please make sure you use one of those two. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to apologize for one mix-up that has happened today. We were supposed to receive a co-host and a beautiful co-host coming all the way from Zimbabwe. but unfortunately she arrived at customs and they had to stop her. Apparently she was looking so beautiful, so they said it was a weapon of mass destruction from Zimbabwe. So the South African government say we have to hold it before she enters. But the consulate of Zimbabwe, the consulate general of Zimbabwe, made sure that this happens. He made a couple of calls to Home Affairs, made a couple of calls to immigrations to make sure that our co-host, the beautiful Ndombi Zodwa Sibanda, commonly known as Zoe, she is here. She actually arrived, but really just now, because she's really a weapon of mass destruction. You will see it when she comes on stage. But before she comes through, let me just tell you a little bit about the beautiful Ndombi Zodwa Zoe Sibanda. She is a lawyer by profession, a practicing lawyer in the Republic of Zimbabwe. She graduated from the University of Pretoria right here in South Africa. And she is a co-founder of the High Tea. Ladies, if you know the High Tea, the lady with the pizzazz, the Huguenot girl, the ones that look so fantastic, so fab. And she is the co-founder of the High Tea in Zimbabwe. She is also the founder of Shumba Res fragrances, perfumes. So, you know, if you want to smell good, if you want to smell more than macho and X, you know, the expensive stuff, I tell you where to go. Ladies and gentlemen, can you help me to welcome the beautiful, the phenomenal, the entrepreneurial Zoe Sibanda? If you give me a round of applause. Come on guys, you can do better than that. You can do a lot better than that. Thank you, Mr. TJ. So, do you agree that she looks absolutely stunning, ladies and gentlemen? Trust me, she even looks better from close up. So I'm like, yeah, and I think the Shumba's perfume is also mesmerizing me here. But ladies and gentlemen, I have to work, so I'm going to stick to my business. Right, so today I would like to ask all of us, before we start the official proceedings of the evening, I'm going to ask all of us to just stand, first of all, for the national anthem of Zimbabwe. Then immediately after, we're going to sing the national anthem of the Republic of South Africa.
all take our seats for a moment. We're going to play a short video that's going to be showcasing some for Mr. Shah.
In terms of repatriation and the services that he offers. 2016, we had the famous incident in farmers represented by Obed Zinaga. This guy made use of farmland that was lying in Mama's Berry and turned into the productive farmland. So they had a unique story to tell, which was recognized by the President Thabo Mbeki in one of his speeches to the farmers in the Northwest. If you go from an internet incident, farmers, you read the story, you follow what they've done.
To be a novice, and he's not just a random street junkie, but he's a very good musician, and he's going to be performing for us. He's a jazz singer, and his name is Mr. Munyaradzi Tendepi, and he's going to be performing one song for us.
And I was told he's hot, ladies, so please, can I have louder hands for you if you are agreeing with me? Unless you're saying he's not hot, but...
Thank you.
She was smiling, right? The lady in the red dress. I always come bearing gifts. This is yours. She was the only one smiling at me. Everyone else was looking at me with a serious face. I always come bearing gifts. Remember that. Next time I come on stage, you all smile. Thank you. I'm going to give away 6 hampers today, and they are all from Nerissa Mnemba, the hampers. And I'm going to give them away randomly for any random reason. None whatsoever, right? She smiled, I complied. But let me start by asking all the gentlemen in the house to stand up. Please, all the gentlemen in the house, kindly stand up. Those that identify as gentlemen, okay, fine. Because the guys are taking long. But without a trophy for so long, they still support Liverpool. Ladies, did you see them raise their hands? If he's single, please snatch him quickly. It means did you get that? In Shona, no man. We sang the national anthem in Shona. It means you'll be faithful in your marriage and patient, right? Excuse is something very important. I think he's a Liverpool supporter. Excuse is a Zimbabwean musician, for those who don't know him. He says, Nkadzi, Arambiru Kuroya. And this is something else. I think that's a Liverpool supporter's mentality. Because they are patient. Gentlemen, welcome. Kindly sit. Thank you very much. Please be advised that I will be updating you with regards to the results of the match as they go on. And also further be advised that the ball is safe. Liverpool supporters. Because I doubt you will win tonight. Moving on. I would like to recognize the important guests amongst us. We have the Consular General, the Cape Town Consular General, who is the Deputy Consular General. And amongst our guest speakers, we have Donovan Chimandam, who is part of the DIDG network. And we also have the President for the Zim SA Forum, Mr. Anel. We also have amongst us Ms. Bernadette Chiwala, who is the Vice President of the Western Cape chapter of the Zim SA Forum. And we also have Mr. Julius Sham, who is the Executive Director of the Zim Excellence Awards. I would like to welcome them, all protocol observed. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for just 1 minute, 2 minutes, and it's good. The Dal side of Harare, thank you. I'm joking. Amongst us, we have the judges. The judges for this event are 2, Rumbidzai Oriondo and Rufus Mavure. I don't know if Rufus is here. Is Rufus here? Mr. Mavure, is he here? He's not yet here. Okay. Rumbizai relocated to Ireland, so she's not amongst us. Rufus is yet to come. And they are the ones who were responsible for nominating the people that were nominated for this event. And allow me to give you a brief profile of both the people, because we need to recognize their hard work and what they have done. This is the formal stuff. We'll get to the informal stuff later, all right? So relax. But I'll find out if you're listening, and I've got something even better than a hamper. It's worth far much more. Rumbizai Boriwondo is a staffing business partner for emerging markets at Google. She graduated cum laude in human resources management in 2011, and she's currently studying for an MBA. Rumbizai has been in the HR profession since 2010, where she worked at Lufthansa and Amazon prior joining Google. She's a motivator and a diligent individual whose greatest strength is her reverence to God. She is also a professional writer with experience in developing web copy, white papers, and blog content for startup businesses, and in a variety of verticals. Rumbizai is a people's person with a great passion and a zeal for the development of Africa and its talent through job opportunities and technology-driven initiatives. She has been an adjudicator for the awards since 2015. We appreciate and value Rumbizai's participation in the Zimbabwe Excellence Awards adjudication process. Let's clap hands for her in absentia. I have noticed that it is important as a Zimbabwean to know God. I'll tell you why. See, there's a method to the madness as to why I chose Sebastian's song, which is a Christian song, to walk to this podium. You see, the way that you guys are so beautiful and handsome and staring at me, there was a possibility that I was going to fall. So if I fall and there's a Christian song in the background, no one is going to say any Madimoni. Imagine if I walked in Uchimba XQ or Toki or Kilati, then I fall. Zimbabwean community say Madimoni, they are now manifesting because we are so Christian. Moving on, Rufus, he holds a variety of qualifications. He's an MBA, BBS Honors, Strategic Brand, and he has a leadership diploma, and he's also a chartered marketer in SA. He has more than 50 years in marketing, 15 years in marketing, and he has worked for international companies based in Zimbabwe, Botswana, and South Africa. He is proud to have been an events judge from 2001, both in various countries, in fact, from Zimbabwe to Botswana to Swaziland to Zambia, and also in South Africa. He's a registered assessor and a trainer in South Africa. He does motivational speaking to small businesses and learnerships. He is currently an active contributor to the Black Business Council and an employee of Media 24 in marketing and business development. Passionate about education and business, and he's an avid soccer and music lover. Right, that's enough about our current judges for this event. Let us clap hands for him as well in absentia. When he decides to join us, and I hope it's soon before 8:45, when he decides to join us, because he's an avid soccer lover, so it's possible he's thinking, let me watch first half and then come, right? We know how these things work. When he decides to join us, we'll ask him which soccer team he supports. Right. One last thing, ladies and gentlemen, I'm taking bets today, right? Those that say Liverpool will win, I'm taking bets. Those that say Real Madrid will win, I'm taking bets. So for your bets, please come to the corner over there, right? We're dealing with real money, not bonds or transfer. And this real money, real money, that's what we're dealing with. Right. I've noticed that we're all seated in beautiful corners, all seated with our friends, and I want us to do a simple exercise quickly. Staff, please give me my envelope. A quick exercise. You are going to be given a paper. It has 2 sheets. You're supposed to work as a team. So if you're sitting in a table with less than 10 people, that cannot be my problem. Right? The team, you can give one, please. The exercise is very simple, ladies and gentlemen. The rules are only 3. 1 is not cheating, of course. Without a doubt. Number 2 is you have to work as a team. As a what? Team. What's rule number 3? Those that have the paper. Those that have the paper, what's rule number 3? I've said no cheating. I've said no cheating. There are 3 rules. And no one is answering. Okay, I won't give away this gift voucher. You all answered in unison. I wanted one person. Well, sadly, my gift voucher, which is worth 800 rands, which is a photo shoot, by the way. You know, as I said, I come bearing gifts for all those that will be here. Right, you've got 5 questions. You need to put answers, names and surnames of people there. I'm giving you 2 minutes to find a person that identifies with anyone. I think the first one says find someone who doesn't like ice cream. Good luck. Ladies and gentlemen, mix and mingle, go to the next table. The answer has to be someone that is not at your table. The first group to finish the exercise, every member of that group wins something. Good luck. TikTok, ladies and gentlemen. Seconds left, ladies and gentlemen.
One very sure now, right? That's for you. When you go look for that person, and then you bring me the name. And you look for someone who knows the Kids United song.
Empress Clothing, AV Studios, MFS, which is Mbereko Funeral Services, Eden All Natural, Shamston Production and Entertainment, Rebel Movement, Sound, Forever Living Products. With Mr. Mukoboko, as he'll give us a speech as he is our guest of honor. Thank you, sir, for coming forward.
Good evening, everyone. I wish to thank our magnificent hostess, Miss Banda. Let me recognize the Executive Director of Zimbabwe Excellence Awards, Mr. Julius Sham, the Director of Zimbabwe South Africa Forum, Mr. Annelin Jovo, and the Chairman of the Diaspora Infrastructure Development Group, Mr. Donovan Chimandama. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure to once again stand at this podium to join you in celebrating and honoring the achievements of Zimbabweans who have distinguished themselves in showcasing and applying their business acumen and entrepreneurial skills here in South Africa. I must confess right from the outset that when I first officiated at the inaugural event in 2015, I was among the few pessimists who thought that the occasion would be a one-off event. But for the 4th consecutive year, the Excellence Awards ceremony is not only still running, it is even getting bigger and better. It only demonstrates the fortitude of its organizers to keep alive the noble objectives of this prestigious event, as well as the tenacity and determination of both existing and and emerging Zimbabwean business entrepreneurs in the Western Cape Province to succeed against all odds in a foreign country. Ladies and gentlemen, as I have stated in the past, today's celebrations are not a competition among ourselves. Instead, it is an occasion for you to talk about what you are doing in your various fields and share business experiences and ideas so that your enterprises can take the next leap forward. I also see it as more of a networking platform and an opportunity to deepen your relationships as Zimbabweans in the diaspora. I also think that it's a misnomer to have so-called nominees and winners in this event, because the real winners are all Zimbabweans who are succeeding in their various fields of endeavor, in the process lifting the Zimbabwean flag high. In that regard, you are indeed ambassadors of Zimbabwe par excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, while you are doing well to establish yourselves in South Africa and even sending much needed remittances back home, I encourage you once again to try and set up businesses and investments back home. The ushering in of a new political dispensation in November last year has brought in renewed hope for the country and many opportunities for business and investment. A number of policy, legislative, and regulatory reforms are being introduced to remove the impediments and constraints to the ease of doing business in order to improve the business climate. Noteworthy among these reforms is the amendment to the controversial Indigenous Act limiting the applicability of the 51 to 49 local control and ownership stipulation to diamonds and platinum so as to attract foreign investment. And also the removal of the discriminatory elements in order to open the economy to all citizens of Zimbabwe. These reform measures have engendered new optimism in the future of the country, not only among Zimbabweans, but the world over. We are indeed at the brink of a new era and a new dawn. In religious parlance, I would say Zimbabwe is born again. And according to the president's mantra, Zimbabwe is open for businesses. According to reports, the amount of investment pledges to government in the last 6 months has eclipsed what the country received in the past 10 years. This is positive news showing growing confidence in the growth prospects of the country. The challenge to all diasporans is to enter the fray now and get a foothold, no matter how small. Because if you adopt a wait-and-see attitude, you will risk being crowded out by big international players and investors. In closing, allow me to use this opportunity to thank the government and people of South Africa for generously hosting and supporting the multitude of Zimbabweans who are here in South Africa. And in return for this warm reception, you have been accorded, you are duty-bound to respect the country's laws and to desist from unlawful conduct and activities. As as I mentioned earlier, you are the chief ambassadors of your country.
So I think there's also one thing that we must make mention of. I think many of us here are coming from Zimbabwe and we are foreigners. And it is definitely not easy to come into a foreign country and to do exploits that many of you are doing. I think just on a general, living in a foreign country is very difficult. Having to leave home and not to understand languages, not having to leave home and not being able to hear Shona, vano wereketa vasinga kwanisi kuwereketa, vano kuluma vasinga kwanisi kukuluma, vano buabua vasinga kwanisi kubuabua. We cannot do it in a foreign country, but being in a foreign country, you can agree with me that even going into a taxi is very difficult. Your first couple of months, you avoid the seat next to the driver. Do you agree with me or do you disagree? Because it is very difficult, because when you speak, they know, Zimbabwe. Because when we speak English, we speak like we're talking Chikaranga. Yes. But not our the we're just showing up. That is the Zimbabwean spirit, but it is difficult for you to go over those disturbances, those obstacles, those that are in Cape Town, that are in South Africa, they're moving the country forward. And we definitely want to be going back home as Zimbabwe is open for business. Talking about the openness of Zimbabwe for business, I've got a man here who is going to be speaking to us, our second guest speaker, and his name is the president of the Zim SA Forum, and his name is Anel Ndlovu. And we can give a round of applause as Mr. Anel Ndlovu is coming to address the Zimbabwe Excellence Awards, the 4th annual. Thank you, sir.
The chairman of the SA Forum, Muslim Cape, Mr. Julius Sharma, and the rest of the executive team. The chairman of the Diaspora Infrastructure Group, Mr. Donovan, and all the distinguished guests, the whole diplomatic team, the organizers of the Zim Excellence Awards, nominees of these prestigious awards, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, with the permission of the chairman, Mr. Sharma, I believe that everybody who is here is a winner. Doesn't matter whether you walk out with a prize or not, but just by the fact of being here, I believe you're a winner. Mr. Sharma, I would like to congratulate you and your team for successfully running the Zim Excellence Awards for 4 consecutive years. I think for that you deserve a round of applause. It is people like yourself who do small things in a big way, with a lot of passion and patience and dedication, and sometimes under very taxing, difficult circumstances. You are the beacon of hope to the diaspora in your area, especially in the Western Cape. I'm proud to have attended the 3rd edition and today attending the 4th. I look forward to future editions and hope one day these will become the cornerstone of any awards given to Zimbabweans, both at home, in Zimbabwe, and abroad. And one hopes that one of these days, this event is going to be an Oscar kind of event. Red carpet. You already dressed beautifully, but I'm hoping that in the next time we will see some kind of an Oscar kind of event. We are aware that you may not achieve this on your own, but with all the help you can get, so much can be done. I therefore call all Zimbabweans gathered here today to work with Mr. Sharma and his team to keep raising the standards of these awards and to contribute towards this noble effort which recognizes Zimbabweans for their success in different fields of business. Ladies and gentlemen, when the chairman, Mr. Sharma, asked me to speak, I asked him a very pertinent question. And I said, Mr. Chairman, what do you want me to talk about? And he said, please speak about small business. It's a very complex topic, discussion if you want to call it, to speak about small business. Or those who aspire to start businesses without scaring them away, because it's a very strange and funny territory. How do I truly and honestly tell them that it's a make it or break it kind of environment? How do I tell you that? How do I tell you that it's not going to be easy, or it's not easy generally, but without discouraging you to start a business or to continue with your business under difficult circumstances? I myself have been in business for the past 16 years or so, having served my time as a waiter. I'm keen to ask some of you business people who are here who started from the bottom. You call it starting from the bottom, now we're here, right? Any of you who started from the bottom? Most of you started from the bottom, especially those who came here without permits, just carrying your passport. You have to start fixing your things and doing all sorts of things. It's very complex, as you rightfully said, the MC, that it's difficult to be in a foreign country and at the same time run a successful business. It shows the method and the strength and aptitude of mind that you are able to do such. Having served my time as a waiter in various restaurants, as a security guard, anybody who's been a security guard before they become business, don't be shy. I think everybody started from the bottom, most of you. Great. So basically, looking at that, having worked for one of the biggest state-owned enterprises in an audit and tax advisory firm, that was growth over time. It takes time. It was through resilience, patience, and focus that I managed to pull myself through all challenging situations, start my own small business, which was an internet cafe. Who remembers when the computers started coming in? Quite a lot of them. A lot of internet cafes were cropping up because people did not have internet at home. That was during the time. Then obviously the supply business, to construction now, doing construction all over the country and having a few steel companies around the country. But still forging ahead, now into mining and exploration. It is a journey that demands focus, resilience, stamina, agility, discipline, and a lot of energy. You gotta have a lot of energy because you need to work long hours. As one writer on small business, Mr. Glenn Mazzara, once said, and I quote, "If you are going to be running a small business, you need to know what everyone is doing. Be the first one in and the last one out. And work on weekends as well. It takes a lot. You've got to be ready for it, physically, spiritually, mentally. Those are critical assets that you can't really use. And you need a lot of support along the way. This is what it takes to run a business, the ultimate sacrifice. Around the world, even in the largest economies like Japan, the US, China, and so on, it has been proven that the biggest employers or job creators and economic contributors are small businesses. Strange enough, in America, it has been proven that it is mostly foreign small businesses, owners that contribute to the country's GDP. The Mexicans, the Hispanics, and all these people that today they call names in America and they're trying to get rid of. Those are the people who are actually contributing to the economy. Somebody said something very important that we have to recognize. I've said this so many times. I walk into banks and you ask to see some manager. Who do you bump on? Yeah, local. Zimbabwe. You walk into some consulting engineering company and you want to speak to the project manager. Who's that? Zimbabwe. I'm talking about big companies. You walk into Transit, you walk into Eskom, you walk everywhere where you go. You find what? Yes, Zimbabwe. And we've seen some Zimbabweans turning the mining companies around. We are a knowledge economy. Do you agree with me? Yes. We are a knowledge economy as a country. So, same applies here in South Africa. Most of the successful businesses are owned by foreigners, small and big, and they employ a large number of local people. I think that needs to be acknowledged both by the government and the citizens of this country. The price of success is hard work, ladies and gentlemen. doesn't come easy. I always say this, one of the teachers said, sometimes your employees turn against you. They become your worst enemies. Because when the business is going through a difficult time, sometimes even your friends, it's like, there's this, they call it a PhD syndrome. Who knows what a PhD syndrome is? The pulling down syndrome. It's like there's this activity that happens between people who are trying to pull you down all the time. And that's why I said you gotta be strong enough. You gotta prepare yourself physically, mentally. That is not gonna be easy. And any other entrepreneur around the world will tell you the same thing. And sometimes you fall. Don't you agree with me? There are those difficult moments where you fall and lie down on your stomach. But you gotta rise up again and keep going. I encourage you to keep going. No matter how tough it is. Keep going. So, the prize of success is hard work, dedication, the job at hand, and the determination that whether we win or lose, we have applied the best of ourselves to the task at hand. And the critical ingredient is getting off your butt and doing something. It's as simple as that. A lot of people have ideas, but there are few who decide to do something about them now. Not tomorrow, not next week, but today. The true entrepreneur is a doer, not a dreamer. So, stop dreaming. It's time to start doing. Now, let's talk about raising capital, which is a major issue. It's a major challenge. I've experienced those challenges myself. When doing business, sometimes you want to subsidize the cash that's going to come in someday. Take notes of these things and understand them. Right. Number one, it's the loans. Just start getting loans, sometimes from friends, from relatives, from banks, and all these kind of spaces where you can get some money to fund your business. Collateral. Collateral is one of the most critical things that you need. You need to build it up over time so that you can be able to use it to borrow against your assets, which is very critical. Lines of credit. For example, if John is supplying cartridges, for example, for office automation, he's bringing them from China, from America, whatever, and Simba on the other side, he's doing that particular business directly to the end user. He can be the in-between man, but you have to negotiate, Simba, you have to negotiate with John. John, can you give me a credit line of 100,000 so that I can be able to supply these things, and you add your markup. It's also a good way of doing business, because then you keep on adding your markup, you build your credit record, and then you're able to do business over time. But please, ladies and gentlemen, you have to pay back the money. It's important, because if you start not paying back the people who are offering you credit, cities. I believe in the near future, even in our country, in Zimbabwe, I believe systems must be built. The sense of entitlement must be killed, where someone says, because I'm Zimbabwean, I must hold 10% or 50% of this particular company. It's partly the government that does it, but also agencies that do it, where they say, okay, fine, Mr. John, here is this company coming from Europe, which is very important. You gotta grasp this part of this conversation, because it's critical to how you negotiate going forward. Is that how it works? No, that's not how it works. So there should be systems in place that are put in place in such a way that the government would say, okay, fine, you want to take 10% from Mr. John. We're going to fund you, and you're going to repay the money over time. I hope you're not lost. I hope you're still with me. Right, so that's very critical. Those agencies must be built. Here you've got ITC, what's the other one? NYTA for the young people, right? The National Youth Development Fund, and the other one is what? CEDA. Yes, all those funding institutions. So it is a process. They have to be built back at home as well to afford our people to be able to buy shares in companies. But currently, you gotta look around all over the world until you're able to raise such kind of capital. Crowdfunding. This needs people to be able to work together. Crowdfunding is when this whole group of people here put money together. You know, they say we're committing 1,000 rands every month, or whatever the case may be, whichever structure that you use. And then you use that money to fund projects back home. As the Consulate General has employed everybody here and encouraged us to do business at home, it needs a group, it needs a team. We need to work together. We need to learn to work together. It's actually important that we learn to work together. Partnerships. This is the future of business. Crowdfunding is the future of business. And partnerships is the future of business. Where people partner, if somebody says, John says, I've got 500,000, and Tulani over there says, I've got 1.5 million. It's okay, fine. If we put 3 million together, we can be able to do this, we can be able to fund that project, we can be able to start our business, and all that kind of stuff. We are now talking about simple startups, okay, where you raise the capital. Now, but that needs people to have an attitude of working together. Collaborations. This is what happens. I'm not an IT person. Ronald is an IT person. And I win a tender for IT works. Now, what do I say to Ronald? Ronald, you've got your company there, and you know IT. So what do? We collaborate, and we work together, and we provide the services. And this hardly happens among businesses. I don't know, maybe generally Zimbabweans don't want to work together. Someone once gave an example that if you leave 3 of them in the moon, you'll find all of them opening political parties. I don't know how that's true. That is. But people just can't work together. We have to learn to work together with people. Right. So this is the future of business, whether you like it or not, whether you want to work in a space of your own. But at the end of the day, you will realize the benefits of working with other people, collaborations, people coming together. It's very important. Now, critical thinking. It has become the topic of the day today. Critical thinking is an asset when venturing into a business. And the following data is critical. Number one, if you're going to be starting a business, you've got to understand your market. You have to identify your market so that you don't put a saloon next to the highway. Because you can have a problem. People just want to pass. They are not thinking of doing their hair. So you have to think of where you're going to be locating your business, location. So all those aspects come together when you're going to be opening a business. You gotta know what you want to do and your target market and reach out to it and a bit of feasibility study here and there so that you don't take a risk. You open a restaurant in the middle of so many restaurants. I drove around Cape Town, there's a restaurant almost every other street or an outlet that serves food. So you don't want to get into that very competitive space. Otherwise, you're going to suffocate. Know your products and their uniqueness. People want to sell what everybody else is selling. Sometimes you gotta sell what is not there. It's called identifying the problem or the opportunity. These days it's all about identifying the problem and then developing a solution to that particular problem. Develop a client-focused concept. The bad service we get sometimes when we get to some of these shops and some of these restaurants is terrible. So you gotta be unique in your own way. Provide great service, be unique, set high standards of service, and technology. Today it's all about technology. What is it called? AI, artificial intelligence, and all those kind of things that are coming into place. So you've got to be able to help serve the community better through technology. And the trends, you've got to know the trends of the product that you're dealing with. It's very important. You know, these days there are all sorts of trends. Now, talking about technology, I see some of our Zimbabwean friends are arguing the issue of fast trains and infrastructure of the future. I want to make an argument today that everybody's got to think about. Right. These past 37 years have made it seem impossible to achieve anything. A lot of people are finding it hard when you're talking about infrastructure of the future, when you're talking about trains of the future, when you talk about all these things to say Zimbabwe can be able, this is my argument, Zimbabwe can be able to develop 40, 50 years ahead of every country in the world because it is still virgin. Are you with me?
Yes.
Zimbabwe is still a virgin country ready for development and we've got so much land. We can use it to the best. So those who are inventing new things, you may want to really grab that opportunity and go back home and start establishing yourself. But it is doable, not a great thing to use for other stuff, but however, it is doable. Watch this space in the near future. And I encourage every one of you sitting here today to start putting your investments back home, whether as a group or individual, buy some property, open a saloon, manufacture and produce your products for consumption at home. I am very optimistic about the economic opportunities in Zimbabwe. We just have to keep fighting for what is right, both politically and economically. Political stability means economic stability. Growth and employment of our people. Good leadership is essential for us as a nation to achieve all the above. And we need to unite in order to build a prosperous country. We need to work together, not leave the task to a few individuals, but rather to all of us. I thank you.
The important points that I gathered from Mr. Ndlovu's speech was that the entrepreneurship journey is demanding. It requires stamina and discipline. And that you should be the first one in and the last one out. And you should keep going no matter how tough it is. And importantly, it is important for us to build collaboration with the other fellow entrepreneurs. And he said one important thing, another rather, which is that Zimbabwe is a knowledge economy. I challenge you, where do you think you can go today and not find a Zimbabwe? I went to Burundi yesterday and she says she was in rural Burundi and she heard a song by Ja Praiser there. And she went where the song was being played and she got this like Makadi. She can strip at Makadi Askana. Deep rural Burundi. I would like to call upon Mr. Donovan. I asked for his name and his surname and Google him. Google will tell you everything. If he's got a criminal record, it will be there. There will be articles about him. At least, okay, Facebook him gave, Venge will say, tell you something about him. Or PH. Moving on, one important thing that I found from Donovan's profile was that he has a solid track record in closing deals in sectors including mining, mineral beneficiation, chemicals, petrochemicals, telecommunications, renewable energy, water, infrastructure, aviation, healthcare, and construction. Surely one of these is where you are. Mr. Donovan, kindly come to the stage. Thank you.
Program director or directors, Zoe and Delfino. Zoe, thank you for Googling me. With Google, sometimes you never know what ends up pitching up on your profile. Cape Town Consular General, Mr. Boniface Gobo, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Zim Excellence Forum President, and my friend, Mr. Anil Ndlovu, Zim Excellence Forum Vice Chairperson for the Western Cape, Ms. Bernadette Chiwala, my colleague and Group CFO and Director for the Diaspora Infrastructure Development Group, Mr. Washington Mashanda. He's the one who knows where the money is. Executive Director for Zim Excellence Awards and Chairman of this event, Mr. Julius Shamu. Well done for putting this together. The media, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, you all look beautiful tonight. The first thing I would like to say to the organizers of this event, the Zimbabwe Excellence Awards, is to say thank you for giving me this honor to deliver tonight's keynote speech. Delivering a keynote speech to a group of award-winning people is a great responsibility. So I pondered for weeks, what could I possibly say to people who are winning awards when I did not even make the nomination list? So I cast my mind to find a befitting story I can tell to a group of people who are nominated to win awards. It only dawned on me now that the only story that can explain the journeys most of you have been on can only be a story of pursuing a dream even when everything else tells you to quit. Because you're not quitters. Today we are here to celebrate and recognize your resolve in pursuit of excellence. And with these great strides you have taken today, today you have been nominated for these prestigious awards. So to give context and personify the journeys and battles the nominees have gone through, let me begin by sharing with you a short story of myself. This is not on Google, Zoe. I was born in a little town called Karoi. Lived in Mangura in the copper mine, where my father was a qualified metallurgist and was working as a plant manager. At the age of 8, I lost my father to cerebral malaria, and like that was not bad enough, a year later my mother died in a car accident on her way to Harare from Chiloé. I was the eldest in a family of 4. With my younger 3 siblings, we moved to stay with our grandparents in a rural village of Masvingo called Zimuto, where our father hailed from. I did my O-levels at Zimuto Secondary School, enrolled for mathematics, physics, and chemistry for my A-levels at Kwekwa High School, and found my way to the National University of Science and Technology, NUST, as you know it, where I completed my first degree in industrial and manufacturing engineering in 2003. Later on in 2006, I completed my MBA with the University of Pretoria's Business School, called the Gordon Institute of Business Science, commonly known as GIBS. In terms of my career, my breakthrough was my first job on graduation in 2003, where I got employed by Engen Petroleum Refinery in Durban as an industrial engineer. From there on, I progressed to work in senior management roles for blue chip companies such as PPC, Vesuvius International, Group 5, and then became a private equity and project finance professional when I became the head and fund manager at the National Empowerment Fund. The urge to become my own boss propelled me to start my own private equity and venture capital company called Akin Capital Partners in 2011. This I did so with Anglo America's Mining Community Trust Fund, where I managed their 9 billion rand trust fund on their behalf. So when Zoe talks about all these deals in various sectors, as a fund manager, you have to stay abreast with a lot of these sectors because you have to be doing deals in all these sectors. Akin Capital is the company that I operate from, and have seeded some of the projects we are proud of, such as the $350 million Richards Bay project called Nyanza Light Metals, which will beneficiate titanium slags to produce the highly sought after paint ingredient called titanium pigment. More recently, we seeded and co-founded the Diaspora Infrastructure Development Group, which jointly with Transnet recently won the $400 million tender to recapitalize and rehabilitate the National Railways of Zimbabwe. That's my story. That story is very common amongst the many here in diaspora. Those sounding easy and they are breached 2 minutes. The real story is the story of the hustle. The hustle that many of you here have endured in your own journeys to get where you are today. Yes, you can do something great, drilling it into your head again and again and again and again until your head just clicks. And all of a sudden, using the unconscious part of your mind, which is infinitely more powerful than your conscious mind, you might start to naturally do things that are seemingly audacious to others. There is no embarrassment in struggling, nor is there in failure. There is just not. Embarrassment is in quitting. Embarrassment is in not trying the hardest when you could have. You have to try the hardest when you can. Don't blame your boss. Don't blame your industry you're in, and don't blame your job. Failure teaches you just another way of not doing something. The more you fail, the more you learn, and the more the reason why you should get up and try again. It is virtually impossible to live and not fail, unless you live so cautiously that you might as well have not lived, in which case you fail by default. Failure teaches you more about yourself and the will to fight through challenges. Failure lets you recognize which friends are worth more than the price of $1. Friends that will stick it out with you even if it means going months on no income chasing a dream. You will never truly know yourself or the strength of your relationships until you have been tested by adversity. Without failure, you would never know this. The real degrees are attained when one tries and fails, not the ones we got sitting in a classroom analyzing other people's stories. There are three things that you always got to know. You have to know where you are, where you want to go, and how you're going to get there. This is important. Let me repeat. You have to know where you are, where you want to go, and how you're going to get there. Those are the three things you must know to take advantage of any opportunity. Where you want to go is simply the vision. Part of being a great leader or entrepreneur is having a vision. Being able to create a vision and then sell that vision to other people. A vision that gets buy-in from people around you and inspire them to take risks with you. This vision has to be something more than just goals. A vision must challenge the mind and intellect beyond the obvious. Have a vision. Owning a Ferrari is not a vision. A vision that says, I want to own a Ferrari doesn't inspire anyone. People get inspired by things like, let's make the city of Karoi a little Dubai. Let's make Binga the largest exporter of medicinal marijuana. You know, now we're owning a Gucci or Louis Vuitton bag is not a vision. No, it's going to Dubai for shopping, a vision. They call it popping them bottles these days. Popping them bottles at a nightclub is not a vision. If you wake up every day thinking or planning of popping bottles, shopping in Dubai, buying a Ferrari, throwing fancy parties, then you need to relook at your priorities. At DIGG, the next question how we're going to get there. A vision without the how you're going to achieve the vision is meaningless also. Here's how we have captured the how in our mission statement. We will achieve our vision by using our diaspora collective financial and technical resources to finance, rehabilitate, and operate Zimbabwe's critical infrastructure. That's our purpose in life. We believe in this vision, and we have put our necks on the chopping block and bodies in front of the firing squad. We have put everything we have into achieving this vision. Those of you nominated for these awards are a testimony to the levels of commitment one needs to achieve their vision. You have created your vision. You have sold your vision to your colleagues and friends and families. Convinced someone to put some time and money with you on your difficult but rewarding journey. And it all started by knowing those important three things. Knowing where you are, where you want to go, the vision, and how to get there, the mission. Doing something great requires you to be audacious, to be daring, to be bold, enterprising, to be industrious, to be diplomatic. Everything you can imagine of a great leader. You have to think outside the box to make things happen when it seems impossibly difficult to make anything happen. If thinking outside the box is not your thing, ignore the box. Just start without a box. You have to take action when others hesitate. Think big when others spend time on small things. Challenge yourself and dare to dream of greatness when others fear it. Grow a thick skin. Take criticism and negativity and use it to fuel your journey to greatness. Always know that whether you win or lose, you will learn life lessons no one else can give you. And know that you will succeed, maybe not immediately, but absolutely in your life. Very often comes down to who is willing to take action. Who is willing to put in the work, the grind, even when the prospects of failure are very high. The question is, are you willing? In the same way, a boy from Zimbabwe soldiered on even at great personal sacrifice and ridicule. It is in the same way that those who aspire for a prosperous Zimbabwe Those are damn things when you went to secondary school. I have to consciously remind myself of those words. We've never had words like this. So in the same way that those who aspire for a prosperous Zimbabwe, they will soldier on as well. Diaspora should not be afraid to be the trailblazers, and we should not wait for other countries to lead the project of rebuilding Zimbabwe. For those who watch Black Panther, as King T'Challa's saying goes, I say to you, our diaspora must no longer watch from the shadows of Zimbabwe. Let me close by saying this. As diaspora, we are the dreams and hopes of the Zimbabwe we aspire for. Zimbabwe has seen its darkest moments, and let not those dark moments discourage you from the opportunity that's in front of us. It is only in darkness can one take the mantle to lead the efforts of rebuilding our Zimbabwe. That is our legacy to defend as diaspora. Congratulations to all nominees and the winners tonight. God bless you all. God bless Zimbabwe. I thank you.
Right here, if you look to your left, you look to your right, that is a depiction of the Zimbabwe. This is the Zimbabwe we know. This is the Zimbabwe that we want. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time. Today we'll be going to clapping our hands. Nasim Jena in the morning. Right. Let's clap our hands one more time for the Zimbabwean spirit. So I think that we have been listening to speeches and talks, very motivating, very encouraging. But I just want to change it up a little bit. And I know all of us, we want to be entertained. By the way, tonight is Saturday, if I'm not mistaken, Saturday, right? And usually what happens in Cape Town, if you're not from Cape Town, Saturday nights, the nights come alive, the dresses become shorter, the music becomes louder, and the voices become also very louder. And what you see in front of you, the water, it turns to be a bit colorful, might be green, brown, or whatever color, because we mix it up. This is what we do in Cape Town. So let me just bring in a bit of some entertainment. So, right.
Was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. All things were made through Him, and without Him, nothing was made. 2, 1, 0.
I cast them out. Vakazi vese vari pano zvechokwadi vamwe makaroi wanana amwene venyu ichokwadi ichocho but chatinotenda mucheshi munomu amwene vako ndaamwene vako mai vako ndimai vako kunyange vari muroi chatinotenda kuti muroi akarongeka asina kukuroera pazamo. Can I go deeper?
because she solicited a hamper, she has to dance for us. It can't be for free, Monsieur. And you can dance. Which song do you want to dance to? Which one? Waenda Nenyiga. Okay. Okay. Waenda Nenyiga. Okay, this is yours. DJ, can you please play Toki Waenda Nenyiga? While we wait for the... Thank you very much, ladies. While we wait for the DJ to find... don't go far. You run away with my gift. While we wait for the DJ, you know there's a gentleman that I'm liking here. I'm just drawn to him. Oh, no, I didn't say I want him, I said I like him. I know people have issues. The gentleman there, he's kind of matching with my outfit. Sir, can you please come forward? I don't know why I'm drawn to him, but there's obviously a reason. I'm going to find out later. But for now, since we're in public, I'm just going to give you a voucher. Just because you match with me, you see this thing here? Yeah. Photographer, picture please. Thank you. DJ, we're waiting for you to play Toki. Coming. I was hoping someone would join me and they get a free gift, but it's okay, you can sit down, it's fine. If you're not willing to join them and get a voucher, it's okay. The strides that you have taken as an individual, as a business, as a company, towards lifting the Zimbabwean flag high. If you did not know, our constitution requires us to be ambassadors of Zimbabwe. And the fact that you have been nominated for these awards simply explains that you have represented Zimbabwe in a positive way. So without any further ado, I would like to call upon Takudzwa Kamukondiwa. And Takudzwa is going to present the Community Leader of the Year Award. And this award comes with a 1,000 Rand voucher for a charity of the choice of the person that wins the award. So Takudzwa, please come forward. They're looking for donor case. Dakura, not Takudzwa, Namkondiwa. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We all know community leaders are people who dedicate their lives, their work, their money, their time to the community. We do have the community, the people. We have a lot of needs, be it financially or in any other sector. But the leaders are the people who care about those people. It's a competition. That's why there has to be a winner. Okay, not in the sense of opposing the speakers for tonight. But yeah, for the nominees of the Community Leader of the Year 2018.
Hi, I'm Delphina Machikicha, the third. And I am representing an organization called Waumbe Youth Development. We've been operating since 2014. To date, we've worked with over 8,000 youth, taken to university over 50 young people from the farming community just behind Durbanville. We've assisted the high school to move from 44% pass rate for the matric. The government was not happy. Today, they're sitting on 79.5%. This is what we're doing in the community of Santa Cruz, a farming community. But the bigger message is the young people of Africa need to start taking action. The older generation liberated us. What is our legacy as the young people of Africa?
My name is Edmo Mazungunyi. I'm the director and the founder of Mother's Love Educate, located in Capricorn Museum, Big Beach, and I'm also the director and the founder of Maranatha, Home of the Elderly in Capricorn. I'm also an artist, a founder, and a composer, a songwriter of Flame of Praise. Yes. Oh, my projects. Let me start with Mother's Love Educate. That's the biggest project that is running for almost 6 years now. Yes, Mother's Love started in 2011 out of the passionate and the eager that I see the children running in the community, in a disadvantaged community that we're living in, not affording to go to a preschool where they can get early child development programs. Yet we know it is important for a child to have an upbringing when you are a child, when you need a childhood, early childhood development that you bring into the. So I decided to have an educate where parents can afford to send their children when they can get equal education with those that are privileged to get it in a disadvantaged community.
Hi, I'm Fadzai Chwandile Moyo, fund and lead developer at 1.4 Consulting, and also the founder of the Diva Initiative, where we teach young girls how to code. It's a non-profit initiative. We teach them how to code just to protect and secure their futures, and also address the industry's burning issue of gender imbalance. The name Diva to most would mean a woman of exceptional talent.
Hello everyone, my name is Linda Manyarara. Back home I'm from Harare, Zimbabwe, and I'm based here in Cape Town in Summer Greens. Firstly, I would like to say I'm so honored to be a part of this program. I didn't see it coming. I didn't realize that the little things that I do in my community as my day-to-day life would get me this far. I would like to speak about a few projects that I've done in my area. Firstly, I created a WhatsApp group, which was just mainly a few women that I know, which has grown to so many people. We've got like 2 groups now where we use the platform. We use this platform to communicate and to help one another with the things that we may need in our day-to-day lives.
My name is Ngobizi Taobane. I am the founder of Ukhozi Girls Organization. Ukhozi Girls Organization was founded in 2015, and we are 3 years old now. I've witnessed the growth and the impact that it has made to young South African girls, and so far we have more than 100 members in the community of Joslovo, Milnerton. There are 2 groups, the primary group and the high school group. We recently started another branch in Inkwenkwezi High School in Danun, and in the coming
All right, I was a bit ahead of myself there. The Community Leader of the Year 2018 award goes to Ngobizi Taobane.
I wasn't expecting it, but it really shows the eagle has landed, as the name of the club says, Ukhozi. Yeah, I wasn't expecting it. I thank the God that I serve. I thank my sponsors that include Brastu Driving School. I've been sponsored by Brastu Driving School. I've been sponsored by MAPS Graphics. I've been supported by Mr. Julius Shamo. I've been followed by most of you here in the room. And my sister Rennie. I think, if I can just give you a snippet into my life. I remember coming here working in a laundry in Summer Greens. Some of you know me from there. You know, your degrees don't count, as one of the speakers said, that you come without any papers. I went there and the voice that I heard only was, you can't do it, you won't do it. And when I started the club, that's the voice that I always heard. But I told them, watch me. And today I got an award.
Can we give her another big round of applause for the great work she's doing? You can see that the competition was extremely stiff. And I want to say congratulations to her. And as the Zimbabwean community, this is what we want to do, uplifting uplifting one person, help one person. This is the kind of work that we are working to do. And right now we're going to move to the DJ of the Year award. And to present this award, we're going to have Kudzai Zimbuzana.
Good evening. Okay. All right. My name is Hajima Zonde. It is an honor to be presenting the DJ of the Year award. I would like to thank Mr. Julius Shamu and his team for giving me this opportunity. Being a DJ, what is a DJ? It's a disc jockey. All right, when we were growing up, a DJ wasn't something that we considered like, we can look at as something that's special, but today we are honoring DJs. The DJ world has come a long way, from being something we experienced on radio and in the clubs, to being something we can honor and take pride as a music trend. Hard work beats hard talent when talent works hard. So, it gives me the greatest honor to present the ones making a change in the world through music. So here are the nominees for tonight.
Masanga, also known as DJ Dons, based in East London, Eastern Cape. That's another province of South Africa. And I'm from Zim. I was born in Chitumbiza, Etiseke, and started DJing in 2000. That was 2013.
Hello Zimbabwe, my name is DJ Morgan Stitch. I'm from Zimbabwe, but I reside in Cape Town and based in Cape Town. I'm a DJ and an MC. I also do graphic designing, motion graphic designing. That is what I do also besides the DJ and MC thing. I've been a nominee for the Zim Excellence Awards for like 4 times now in a row, and I won the DJ of the Year award last year, that was 2017, and I feel so humbled working with the Zimbabwe Excellence team. Now in 2018, I'm also a nominee for the Zimbabwe Excellence Awards DJ of the Year, and also a nominee for the Entertainment Personality of the Year.
The winner for tonight will be, the winner for the DJ of the Year award is Morgan Witness Kasara. Alright, do you have any words?
Actually, I don't have so much to say, but I just have to say what I have to say. The first reason being, the reason why I play that song is, since I've started being a DJ, it hasn't been a good journey, or it hasn't been like something that I would say it was easy to do. At some point you go to places where people just undermine you because you are black, because you are Zimbabwean, especially in a foreign land. So for me, I would say I've worked with a lot of people, with a lot of entertainers, a lot of promoters that have molded me so well to be the person that I am. And for those who know me very well, I'm not just a DJ, I'm someone who's involved in a lot of events planning and management. So a lot has been said, Anzi Vano Fevira Morgan, because he's been there, he's been working with them. Let me tell you the whole secret behind this. Yes, you can be a DJ behind the decks there, or you can be a DJ at any party or at any club. But what else do you do besides being a DJ in a club? Or how do you use your talent to motivate other people? Or to let other people know that you're doing something great to the community, not just by yourself. That is who I am today. Last year I won the award and I managed to get recognition in a lot of places that I went. But today, I wasn't expecting that I'm going to win this award, to be honest. But yeah, you know, they say only the best can win. You just have to give the best in everything.
Are we at a funeral or we at the awards? Can everybody stand up and dance? We can play the song. Everybody stand up. Let's go. Hey, come on, guys. We don't go with another. We're gonna take another photo. Now we need the brothers. Let's get the brothers. We don't go with another. We're gonna take another photo. Yes. Now we need the brothers. Let's get the And you know what happens with an idea? It can grow, even if it's the smallest seed, it can grow. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the nominees for tonight.
Hey, my name is Donovan Fernando and I am a TV presenter, radio presenter, journalist and a creative entrepreneur. I started a creative company that is called The Hangout Geo, where it's all about showcasing rising people from events, brands and artists who are based right here in Cape Town and Africa at large. When I started this company, it was something that was new to the industry. Everybody loved it and everybody wanted to be on board. But at the same time, we had a challenge where everything that we're doing was self-funded. It was everything was coming out of our pockets.
Hello beautiful people of Zimbabwe, my name is Melvin Tafirenyika. I am currently the director at Light Image Productions. Light Image Productions, we shoot movies, corporate videos and TV commercials. During our 4 years of existence, we have managed to shoot 16 films. Some of our movies are currently playing on DSTV Zambezi Magic. These movies include I'll Marry Myself, Sour Milk, Deep Thought, Love Is Not Enough.
Hello Zimbabwe, my name is DJ Morgan Stitch. I'm from Zimbabwe, but I reside in Cape Town and based in Cape Town. I'm a DJ and an MC. I also do graphic designing, motion graphic designing. That is what I do also besides the DJ and MC thing. I've been a nominee for the Zim Excellence Awards for like 4 times now in a row, and I won the DJ of the Year award last year, that was 2017.
And the winner for Entertainment of the Year Award 2018 is Melvin Tafiranyika.
People coming here humble, but I still can't believe that I'm holding this. I just want to thank the Zim Excellence Award for such a wonderful, I can't believe it. It just reminds me, guys, I used to be a model for 10 years in South Africa. You might not know me, but for you to go home coming from work watching TV, I'm always there, SABC 1, 2, 3. ETV, GSTV. If you watch Generation, you see me every day because I'm on the title sequence for Generation before it starts. But I just want to thank all the people who inspired me in this lifetime career of being a filmmaker to say, Mel, you can do it. You know, 8 years ago, I remember when I came from Zimbabwe, I wanted to pursue my career as a model, and I called this company. I didn't have connections, I didn't know anyone. So I went into a directory looking for model agencies, thinking I'm going to get one. Then I called this company. Hello, I'm a model. I'm, talking about my experience in Zimbabwe. I said, sorry, this company, we actually buy old models' cars. That's how big it was. But today, holding this, I just want to thank glory and honor to God. I just want to thank my designer, Shona from Zimbabwe, who designed what I'm wearing. I also want to thank all the people who work in the entertainment industry. And this award is for everybody who is in the entertainment industry. Thank you.
Right, fantastic. Can we give a round of applause for Mr. Melvin Tafiranyika? I know you've got a movie that's out in the cinemas in Zimbabwe. Am I right or am I wrong? All right, so if you're in Zimbabwe, what's the name of the movie again? Chiombiro. So there's a movie, Chiombiro, that's out in the cinemas in Harare. Stekniko, what else is in Zimbabwe? It's technically only Westgate and Eastgate. So if you're going to be crossing the border, please make sure you go and watch that movie. And if you're going to go to the modeling agency that buys old model cars, I'm sure that with the age that you are at now, an old model, you could have just argued your case because you're an old model from Zimbabwe. I'm just making fun of you because I can't look good the way you do on TV, my guy. So at least because I'm dark college and modeling and Night Riders doesn't come together. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, right now we're going to cross over the very important part. This is a special moment that some of you were really waiting for. I know the ladies took out their best dresses, the best weaves, the best, makeup for this time and paid full amount for the food at the Zimbabwe Excellence Awards. Right, and I know you're looking forward to it. So the food is ready, it is ready to be served. So
it was Mother's Day recently, and I realized that my mom, ever since I moved from home, so I'm studying, so home is Robertson, so Zim and Robertson, and then Cape Town. So my mom is always like calling me. I don't see, like if I'm offline for 7 hours, she calls, why are you offline? What's happening? And I'm just like, I am at school, and I realized she loves that affection of, okay, is she online? Is she talking to me? Is she calling me? And I'm just like, this was not there when I was at home. How come all of a sudden I'm out of home, you are like super worried? And then I thought about people who move from Zimbabwe to come to Cape Town. It's quite a distance. And if you have your mother in Zim, you have not seen her for a long time. I just imagined 2 hours and I don't know how many hours between Cape Town and Zimbabwe.
that is a long time, and a mother is a mother. A mother will think of a child, no matter how old you are. So this song is for the mothers, for the children. Whichever message you take after tonight, go for it. You don't even call, you don't even talk to me. You know you are my bright and shining star. You don't even call, you don't even talk to me. You know you are my bright and shining star. You don't even call, you don't even talk to me. You know you are my bright and shining star. You don't even call, you don't even talk to me. You know you are my bright and shining star. When you left, you gave me your word. You said I will make it and come back. When you left, you gave me your word. You said you will make it and come back. When you left, you gave me your word. You said you will make it and come back. You don't even talk to me. You don't even call me. You don't even talk to me. You don't even call. Hey, 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 hey. Moyo weku bereka, moyo weku bereka, moyo weku bereka, moyo weku bereka. Do you want the shit of I know? Do you want the shit of I know? Do you want the shit of I know? So the mother comes to Cape Town to see her child that she hadn't seen, and she says, Moyo weku bereka, moyo weku bereka, moyo weku bereka. Do you want the shit of I know? 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 Cause you don't even call, you don't even talk to me. You know you are my bright and shining star, but you don't even call, you don't even talk to me. You know you are my bright and shining star, my bright and shining star, my bright and shining star. Moyo weku bereka, moyo weku bereka, moyo weku bereka. One shit abano, one shit abano, the shit abano. Do you want the shit abano? Nasinda uya kuzakuo na, nasinda uya kuzakuo na, nasinda uya kuzakuo na. The next song I'm about to sing is an inspirational song to all the people winning awards, hoping to win. It's a journey. We are all walking a different journey. A journey of no comparison, a journey of no competition, but a journey of purpose. It's a journey of a dream that you follow. When you know where you're going, there's nothing that will stop you. Journey. When you know where you are going, midway cannot change your focus. When you know where you are going, midway cannot change your focus. Challenges and tribulations, you have the power of God. Challenges and tribulations, you have the power of God. You know where you are going. You know where you are going. Let me hear you clap. If you know where you are going.
We are here tonight for you guys. I want to thank Mr. Shabu for giving us this opportunity to play for you guys tonight. I hope you enjoyed. Again, I've been playing for you. I would love to see you dancing. Mr. Chikwanda, are you here tonight with us? Mr. Chikwanda, I want to see you. This one is for you, Mr. Chikwanda.
explain much more because already it is said already. But above all, it is all about starting small and keep on focusing and being motivated. One day we get an award. Yeah. Okay, let's see from DJ.
Hello there, it's me Takuza Kamkondwa once again. You all know me as Jonah Case. I represent Utmost Elite Models. I'm glad this year you nominated me again, you guys. It has been a long journey and it has been very hard. You know, since last year when we opened, in 2016 actually, not last year, in 2016 we opened in August. It's been only 2 years and already we've been competitive in the industry. We've had MTN and we've had other companies.
Okay, the advice I can give to somebody who is out there, who is younger, either younger than me or younger like me, or even older, I encourage you to have some of the 5 core things that you need to develop in yourself. Number 1, you need to find your true identity. That's your first thing that you need to do. Don't let people define who you are. And then the other thing, you need to dream big. But your dreams are not supposed to be limited.
So, the new entrepreneur is Tafadzwa Mboyana.
He's my brother, we grew up together, we suffer together. You see this, what's written there? Rafkat water. There is no any water that has been made by any Zimbabwean. We're not even talking about water. My boss, Mr. Masunungure, but we diversified the video. In fact, you didn't see my video because I wasn't around. So now we are much more focused into beverage business. We are the first Zimbabwean owned 100% vodka. Exactly. Vodka. If you see this, yes. This is our water. And we have our upcoming energy drink, Rafkat Energy, which is going to come in September this year. And it's going to be also the first Zimbabwe 100% on the energy drink and second in Africa after More Fire of DJ Spoo. Yes. We are just kids, but we are doing it big. Yes. One thing that you must always know, it's not easy. If it was easy, then you would know Brass Chew. If it was easy, then you didn't know Mr. Shamu. If it was that easy, then you didn't know who else I know here. Donor Case. In fact, but the most important thing is that first, without commitment, you will never start. And more importantly, without consistency, you will never finish. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. Hard work works. Thank you very much. See us in shops. Support Rafkat.
Thank you. Well done, brother.
Ichi ndeche muzimba wese. Ndaitombogenza mota, but ndakupfeka mabachi ndochinja.
And I'm still waiting for him. As I wait, what should I be doing? Or reminding you that the scoreline is 3-1. Gentlemen, for those that missed it, in favor of Real Madrid. But I did say that the Pope is safe. So you expected Liverpool to win? Hashem Marwazi waga, I was Pandati, but no support Liverpool. I remember identify vane patience ndo vamuchakumbira kuti vakurorera because makore awanda vasina kubata cup asi vachiri masapota. DJ my song. Anyway. Guys, if you don't know the song, then you are too young to be here. I know the Liverpool loss has you feeling sad, but such is life. To present the Personality of the Year award, can we kindly have Chipo?
A Person of the Year is an award which is given to an individual by any type of organization. Most often it is given by the newspaper or any other news outlet to annually recognize the Person of the Year.
Hi guys, my name is Michelle Mbele. I am a model, I'm a presenter, I'm the director of the Hangout Duo. And I am so honored to be nominated at the Personality of the Year Awards by the Zimbabwe Excellence Awards. And my company started with my friend. We started it because when we got in Cape Town, we couldn't find a place where we could hang out or where other creators could hang out. So we thought to ourselves, maybe we should start ourselves to build ourselves a place where we can join creatives so that we can come together and hang out together. So that's why the name of the company is The Hangout Duo. It's actually literally people hanging out together, creatives, you know, talking about what they do, their struggles, and how far they've come in the industry.
My name is and I'm a 24-year-old electrical engineering student at the Cape Peninsula University of Technology. Besides being a student, I'm a professional model as well. I'm the reigning Miss Cape Peninsula University of Technology Bible campus for the year 2017 to 2018. I'm the Queen of the Cape, the People's Choice for Miss University South Africa, and of course the reigning World Miss University Zimbabwe. Modeling is something that I've always loved since a very young age. Therefore, soon after I was crowned World Miss University Zimbabwe, I decided to start a trust whereby I can uplift other young girls of my age. Today I'm going to be talking to you about my brand. It is a trust called Aspiring Models Zimbabwe. Well, what we do is I decided to recruit young girls within Zimbabwe that cannot afford to pay the money that is demanded by agencies. So what I did is I started a foundation.
The one goes to Pauline Deborah Moreira.
I'm going to accept her award. She couldn't join us this evening. Oh, but let's just pretend I'm Pauline Deborah. Thank you so much, guys, for everybody who supported me. Yay!
To say this event, the 4th annual Zimbabwe Excellence Awards, was made possible by our sponsors. We did not do this on our own, it did not just happen, but thanks to Doves, Zoro Pumlani, Maps Graphics, Impress Clothing, AV Studios, MFS Mbereko Funeral Service, Eden All Natural, Shamstone Production Entertainment, Rainbow Movement Sound, Forever Living Products. Thank you so much to our sponsors. As we continue with our program, we're just going to have a quick musical interlude from Whisper Ganya, and he's of the G Nation, and he's an Afro-pop musician. Whisper Ganya of the G Nation, if you can please come up. I hear you've got some nice melodious business, that music that you want to hit us with.
We assure the nation that His Excellency the President of the Republic of Zimbabwe and his eminences, we are only gathering criminals around you.
I just wanna thank you too. Oh, Benani Yabonga, Yabonga, Nina Longe. Oh, Nini no tenda, no tenda, Mose Mauya. Oh, Nini no tenda, no tenda, Mose Mauya. Let's go. Let's go. Zimbabwe, yashika nguva yokuvaka Zimbabwe, ndiyo nguva yokuvaka Zimbabwe, yashika nguva yokuvaka Zimbabwe, ndiyo nguva yokuvaka Zimbabwe. Oh, come to Zimbabwe. Oh, come to Zimbabwe. Oh, come to Zimbabwe. Thank you. All right, guys, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Follow us on Facebook. It's the G Nation Music, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. The next track, we're going to perform the next song. It's going to be myself, Whisper. Stage name is G Nation, featuring my sister here from Angola. She's here, speaks Portuguese. It's going to be unbelievable. And DJ Mason. Guys, come join me. Let's do this.
Hey, yo. We get the money, we get the cash. This is for the big hustlers. There we go. Rat this.
Ei, moça bonita, limpa o dinheiro, será a tua vizinha. Eu sei que tu queres, eu vou ter o que tu pedes. Vou-te fazer a minha princesa no conto de fadas. Não tinhas método que vem, não sou mentiroso. Eu vou dar-te dinheiro, casas, luxuosa, carros, viagem que tu sempre quiseste. Uma viagem no Dubai, terás a vida de princesa que tu sempre quiseste. É só relaxar, o dinheiro será a tua estrada.
I'm a self-made millionaire. I know what you want. I'm a self-made millionaire. I know what you want. I'm a self-made millionaire. I know what you're looking for. I know what you're looking for. I'm a self-made millionaire. I make my life your name. I'm a self-made millionaire. Spend my life your name. I'm a self-made millionaire. Just look at where we've come from. Just look at where we've come from. Cheers.
Aquele só tem carros de marca. Aquele só tem carros de marca.
I'm a self-made millionaire. I got what you want. I'm a self-made millionaire. I got what you want. I'm a self-made millionaire. I got what you're looking for. Come get what you're looking for.
Let's party like we're crazy. Shout this party like piranhas. Hey DJ, play the music. Can you see every people waiting? Again, move just expand. You want it to one. 2 minutes of night. 1 moment of time. When you see money, everything about me is money. When you call me, it's money. My swag is money. When you see me, see money. Everything about me is money. When we talking, we talk money. Yeah, girl. We got the money.
I'm a self-made millionaire. I know what you want. I'm a self-made millionaire. I know what you want. I'm a self-made millionaire. I know what you're looking for. I know what you're looking for.
Ladies and gentlemen, this track is coming up in the next 2 weeks, so download on all the other platforms, Spotify, iTunes, etc.
One thing you cannot say is that you are not playing good music. Morgan is playing good music and then jive. So it's fine. Is anyone married here? Please lift your hand. A gentleman. Yes, a gentleman. Married. Are you a gentleman? Honestly, it's just that the light is right in my face. A married gentleman. We'll say with our Zimbabwean flag, please. Because he has respect for where he comes from. What is your wife's name?
Sherry Gama.
Do you think she would enjoy this?
Yes.
Why?
Oh, because she always wants herself to look new every day.
Is she pretty?
Yes.
Prettier than me?
Yeah.
That was a good answer. Thank you, sir. That was an excellent answer. Your wife is the prettiest woman on earth. Right. To present the Small Business of the Year Award, may we welcome on stage Kudzai Simbuzana.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm honored to be presenting this award. Small Business Awards are independently owned businesses, which are individually owned, which are limited in size and revenue. For an example, we've got guest houses, we've got account.
Hi, my name is Admire Makarich. I just thought if you can borrow me 2 minutes of your time, I could probably add value to what you may already know. So being in business has taught me a couple of things. It's quite tricky to be a business owner at a very young age. You have a lot of challenges that you face. But hey, if you're a professional, it's going to work to your advantage. The problem with our young people today is they start businesses, but they forget to be professional. When I'm talking about professionalism, I'm not only talking about timekeeping, I'm talking about quality of service as well. Well, do not sell skin color. Don't focus on what your skin color is to be able to attract. I've met a Jewish guy who says he's not scared to market his business because he knows that Jews support Jews. And I met a black guy who said because of BEE, he's not scared to market his business in any environment because he knows black people are going to support him. My word of advice is, if you are professional, you attract all races. Business has got nothing to do with race.
Hi everybody, my name is Farai Teketa. I'm the founder of All-in-One online shop. All-in-One online shop started in 2016 as Top Agent Traders. Then later on we realized that I can provide a lot of services to our fellow Zimbabweans. Not only for Zimbabweans, but for everyone who is in South Africa.
Hi, my name is Elisha Sadziwa, the founder and the director of Lean Business Consulting. I started the company in the year 2017. The main objective of Lean Business Consulting was to help the fellow Zimbabweans and other foreign nationals in South Africa to register their business and being compliant in taxation and other relative organs. Apart from business consulting, Lean Business Consulting specializes on supply chain management and lean management, whereby we do outsourcing on behalf of the clients. For the year 2017, we have managed to create a very good clientele base of the happy clients that in return referred our business to other people and other organizations. We as Lean Business Consulting 2017.
Hi, my name is Deepna Viaji. I'm the owner of DK Sales and Kids Decor. After working so long as a nanny, I developed a passion for working with kids. I used to attend kids' parties while accompanying the kids I looked after. It was never my dream to be a nanny forever. My dream was to start my own business. D Castles opened its doors in January 2017, and we get our first client a week after. So with the demand from the
Mr. Elisha Sadziwa.
I still remember when the teacher messaged, I wouldn't make it, but I made it anyway. I remember saying, right now, I'm doing some learning. Steady driving the road. I'm picking my phone. I'm doing my best to let me know. Right now, I'm feeling strong. Steady driving the road.
Thank you so much, guys, for supporting. Thank you.
I was lost in all the boxes that I couldn't check. And God came through for me. Would you look at that?
Fantastic. So, right, fantastic. So, I have a voucher here for a photo shoot from Dixo Media, right? 800 Rand voucher, okay? So for me to give away this 800 Rand voucher, what I want is to hear, very simple question. I want to hear who was the first business of the year award, the first Zimbabwe Excellence Awards, and who won the business of the year in that first inaugural
award competition. So whoever knows this award is going to walk away with this 800 Rand gift voucher. This is a very difficult one. But I'm going to make it easy if you guys don't give me the answer in the next 30 seconds. All right, I've got answers here. Madam President, tell me.
Godfrey Madavi, there's something like that.
Godfrey Godfrey Mandavire, Mr. Shamu. It is incorrect. It is incorrect. Do you have the answer, sir? Do you have the answer?
Yes.
Alright. So, do you have the answer? Give me the answer.
Yes, I have got the answer.
What is the answer?
Marlboro. Marlboro.
Marlboro, the cigarette company.
What was the person name?
Right. Hanzi kana mshikona munhu kana doro rakubata zvarinokuita so naiga. Marlboro Forgers, this is actually good. But anyways, let's hear the answer. The answer is more boys minutes, Mr. Shamu. Right. This is the correct answer. More boys minutes. Marlboro na more boys minutes. Zvakafanana here mudara. Iwaini ipi yamurugo mai. Hey, rough cut vodka, please give him proper alcohol, right? Fantastic, there we go, sir. Congratulations. Right, so the next award that we're going to be giving away is, for me, it's a very special award because it is a Female Entrepreneur of the Year. And I think at this stage in our lives, we need to realize that women are moving boundaries that had not been moved before. And Deborah is a very key example of what she has been doing, winning competition after competition, and the business is growing. I know now they have a bigger factory there in Maitland, and they're doing a lot of great work. So this award is a very critical one. And to present the Female Award of the Year, which is going to be, alright, this one has a gift to it. This one is a gift. This one carries, listen to this one. Listen carefully. I'm not Jacob Zuma, but listen carefully. This award carries a spa voucher at a local 5-star hotel worth 1,000 Rand, sponsored by Eden All Natural. So for 1,000 Rand, I know you can get a full body massage nyana, with the proper masseuse, because a female entrepreneur means she works very hard, so you deserve it. Alan is going to come and present the award. Please give her a round of applause. You look so, this is dusty pink. This is what they call dusty pink. That dress is fantabulous. Who are you wearing tonight? Who are you wearing?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I was expecting to get like $1 million smile as I'm giving one. Firstly, I would like to thank our Zim Excellence Director for the opportunity. It's such a great honor to present the Female Entrepreneur Award. Female Entrepreneur is for women who thinks like a man. Who thinks like a man. Women who hustles like a man, not depend on a man. Can I get an amen on that, ladies? I'm talking about strong, intelligent, business-minded women. If you've got female entrepreneurs in the house, I salute you. The 2018 nominees are
just want to say thank you so much to Zim Excellence for this opportunity. My name is Krainet Signoni. I am a mother of one, a wife to teacher Natawole, an entrepreneur and a fashion designer. I am the founder of Krai's Collection. Krai's Collection is a fashion house that started in 2015. We design different types of clothing for all occasions. We do wedding dresses, we do suits, we do evening wear, metric board dresses, and African attire.
Hello, my name is Gracious Chitanda, the founder of Tea Bag Designs. My products, I'm using used tea bags. So I'm getting these tea bags from all over. People, they just save their tea bags, they bring them to our workshop, and then we're using those tea bags. The first bag that I made, it was in 2009 after working in a shop as a shop assistant, but I was not happy with the salary that I was getting.
Good day, my name is Temi Tisha. I'm from an organization called Embrace Africa Concepts Group. We specialize in funeral policies and also medical insurance. Our funeral policies are designed for people who live in South Africa and those people who actually live in countries that border South Africa.
It seems like I can't read the name. Oh, it's Bekezela Dube. Bekezela Dube.
I'm not Becky, I'm Eugene. She couldn't be here with us tonight due to some family problems. So she asked me if she gets the award, I should thank everybody. And so I'm here to say thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As you have heard, my name is Taondom Zangas, and I'm here to present the Male Entrepreneur Award of 2018. Right, this award goes not just to any man, but the man, the alpha female, the alpha male, one who sails into the uncharted water, one who's willing to change the financial climate of any society, one who is able to find solution, one who's able to offer hope. And the nominees for 2018 are
My name is Garkai Mchongrea. I originally from Zimunya, Mochare. I came to South Africa around 2006, then I went back, then came back again in 2007. Faced challenges, just like any other foreigner in the country. Then I started in the construction sector. It is a darker boy, to mention, say. But I actually had an MBA by then, but it was a challenge to penetrate the South African job market. But that's when then I started. Then I went to lecturing in a private college. But I wanted to go back into my mainstream, which is accounting. So I had to drop all the qualifications that I had, because I was a treasurer for 2 local councils in Zimbabwe. I also went to do, because my passion was in the local authority, government accounting.
Welcome to Town Group of Schools. Our head office is here in Camden Park at number 51 Maxwell Street. And we are a group of schools that is preschool, primary school, high school, and FET colleges. We have preschool in Kempton Park, preschool in Johannesburg, preschool in Midrand, preschool in Beulah Park, and also preschool in Pretoria. We also have primary schools in Kempton Park.
My name is Prince Ngoni Maponga. I'm the founder of Maps Graphics. Maps Graphics is a company that deals with printing and designing. We are into printing, we are into designing, we are into branding. We do signage, we do banners, we do flyers. And we have about 3 branches that we have. Our main branch is in Bellville, and we also have another shop that we have in Fuleni, and we are also in Delft. The challenges that we've been getting since we started this business, you know, sometimes when you're in a foreign land, when you're in a foreigner, when you get big projects, people here in South Africa, they tend to hesitate to give you big projects.
Right, and the Male Entrepreneur Award of 2018 goes to none other than Justin Tapiwa Magidi.
Success is definite as long as we are determined and focused. Capital is the thing of the past. You must just be brave, and also those that want to invest in Zimbabwe, don't look down upon Zimbabwe. There is better return of investment in our country. We have a school in Zimbabwe, in Glendo Mazoe, which is a boarding for primary, high school, and its return is far much better than the South African schools. So don't look down upon our country. We are there to build our own nation, and we are there to develop it. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, I also would like to thank the organizers of such a wonderful event, and also to thank Mr. Sham for this wonderful opportunity to make just a short presentation. I want to talk about something briefly. I heard something very important from a very old man. He said, the best investment is in education. Always invest in education, and investment in education pays the best interest. So I would like to encourage, to beg all of us here to please take our time and invest in something that is called education. Right. So we are called Wave Learning Academy. We are here in Cape Town. So basically what we're doing is we're offering the Zimbabwean education. We all know the Zimbabwean education system, what it is like. I'm sure we know the kind of system, the kind of education that takes a young man from Zimuto, that takes a young man from Quaker, and make it possible for him to climb the social, the corporate ladder here in South Africa. We all know the kind of education that takes a model that makes it possible for him to succeed even after calling the car breakers. We all know the kind of education that takes a security guard, a waiter to succeed, even when anyone else thinks that they cannot make it. Right? This is the kind of education that we have in Zimbabwe. So we are also a college that is offering the Zimbabwean system, but in a better way. So we are offering from grade R up to grade 12. If you have anyone who you know who's looking for a place, please come start with us. And you might also have a question, how can we partner with you? We have 3 ways that you can help, or we have 3 ways that you can do. The first one is you can send someone else to school. We've got quite a lot of children here in South Africa, fellow Zimbabweans, who are not attending school because some parents cannot afford it. But what you can simply do is you can chip in, you can send a child to school. Right, so you can search for us on Facebook, we are there. And you also can study, for some of you who do not have ordinary level, A level. So we are offering both Cambridge and Zim. So I hope to see you soon at school. Thank you very much.
I would like to call upon Mr. Edwin Anderson.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My guy is at my table reminding me that I have to mention this, that we've been defeated. But anyway, life goes on. You will never walk alone. I was supposed to say something on my speech, but I just decided that let me just share certain information, especially to other fellow entrepreneurs. I also share the same probably background with my brother Anele. I was also a waiter at Spear in Kills River, Soneika. When we started the Zoropo Mulan in 2012, it was also difficult. It's not an easy, but most people, they normally pay attention to the final product. When they see you, the company which is now a multi-million-dollar business, and when they see the cars that you'll be driving, when they see the number of people that employs, they think it's easy. Some will go on to say that yeah, maybe the person uses multi, or some they will also go and say, we continue to show up every day. We continue to work very hard every day. We continue to learn every day. We continue to improve every day. Even when we felt like giving up every day. Eventually, we become who we are today. It's not an easy thing, but you need to continue working hard. I know somebody somewhere there is trying to make it. I'm an example or that you can make it. I've made it and we'll continue to improve from where we are. One day you will realize that Zoropo Mulan is going to be one of the first underwriting company from a foreign nation country, from a foreign nation, from a foreign country that is going to be doing underwriting here in South Africa. It's going to be in a year or two, you would realize the dream come true. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much. So I just want to ask a quick question, Mr. Anderson. So are you a Christian? So when you're praying for business, what do you pray saying?
When I'm praying, I say that, Lord, do not make these people die, because if they die, they will stop paying premiums. So may you please give them, continue to give them more life, so that they continue blessing me with money.
I just gave them extra 30 seconds of marketing mileage there, man. Fantastic. So just continuing with that, thank you so much, Mr. Anderson, for that. And right now we're going to be presenting the Business Organization of the Year, the biggest award in the Zimbabwe Excellence Award. And to present that is none other than the melodious Chichi Bass, Lillian Bashi. Let's clap our hands as she's coming forward. This is not the outfit you were wearing when you were singing. Magic.
Thank you so much. I'll be very quick and short. Thank you, Mr. Sham, for this opportunity. I'll be presenting the Business Organization of the Year Award. Now, I understand that this award is very, very, very massive. It's tremendous. It's the one that everyone has been waiting to hear. So what a great honor to be presenting this award. Now, what is a business organization? These can be non-profit or profit organizations. Non-profit, as we all know, if it exists purely to benefit the public, and if it's a profit organization, it offers the commercial enterprises in exchange for money. And the nominees are
Hi guys, I'm Sungano Marumba. I'm the manager director at Dengu Online. What we do at Dengu is we do deliver goods to Zim. You pay and buy goods from anywhere across the world, and we deliver to Zimbabwe in the same day, typically in a 4 to 6 hour window period. So be it in South Africa, in the UK, or wherever you might be, you can actually purchase goods via our website or our WhatsApp line, and you deliver them to your family back home, right to the doorstep on the same day. I think what makes us stand out from the rest is our number one, obviously our customer care. We really do care about our people, which is reflected in our pricing and also the whole idea of us delivering to rural areas. It hasn't been an easy road to make sure we get there and deliver to all rural areas, but we'd like to thank the bigger brothers who've been there before, the likes of N. Richards, who have partnered with us, who actually help us to reach to the masses in Zimbabwe. And we also appreciate the whole Buy Zimbabwe campaign, where we also get stuff and get some commodities within Zim, which makes it also affordable for us.
Soki Nathalie bipayunga nonga yaweza mbe nanga kologu mama na kati ya banzube mbongi bimino kwa mokili yolongi sangani.
My name is Frank Mushakalanu. I'm the managing director of MFS Group, a group of companies that are basically is divided into two, MFS Funeral and MFS Trekam. We are currently based in Cape Town, but today I'll talk more about the MFS Funeral because that's our core product. At MFS Funeral, we do repatriations and funeral policies for Zimbabweans and the SADC region as a whole. We discovered that in the course of time, a lot of people that do not have funeral policies. Our company is not really a new company because we believed we are backed by a lot of experience.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, these business people work hard. It's sleepless nights, it's hours and hours of work. And I'm going to give this opportunity to present this award to Mr. Donovan Chimandama. Did I say it correctly? Chimandama. Just give him a hand of applause as he comes forward to present the Business Organization of the Year Award. It's okay, you are eloquent. Sorry, I didn't get Who is it going to be? Do you want to take a good guess? No guesses, okay, straight to the point. This is the biggest award, sir, so.
She took me by surprise, by the way. So I didn't plan to open it.
It's okay, take your time. Yeah.
Okay. So the Business Organization of the Year award goes to Townlet of Schools.
We can do better than that. Can we actually rise up on our feet as he comes to collect his award? Let's give him a hand. Townlet.
I can say again, thank you very much. And some want to ask, who is Townlet and where did it come from? Townlet is a group of schools. We have 12 primary schools, 12 high schools, 3 FET colleges, and 6 pre-schools. In Gauteng, we have 8 schools in Gauteng, combined primary and high school, and also 2 schools in Mpumalanga province, combined primary and high school, and also we have also a primary and high school boarding school for both boys and girls, which is in Mazowe, the land of Zimbabwe, 50 kilometers from Harare. We have plus or minus 300 staff members, 5,000 learners. Let's say you are struggling to find a place for your child. We have boarding facilities for boys and girls. Beulah Park, the one that you were seeing, is a boarding facility for the girls. Kempton Park is a boarding facility for the boys. Tafontein and Pretoria is the boarding facility for boys and girls. And in Glendale, Zimbabwe is a boarding facility for girls and boys. Every day we are building a school. There is a builder on top of the brick to build a school. We want to develop the future generation. It wasn't easy, there was no capital, but we grow step by step. We are thinking of investing in the future generation. Check us on our Facebook, check us on our internet, visit our school, speak to the principal, feel and touch. We do have world-class facilities, but feel and touch at our schools. And we are prepared, while you are making money, we are prepared to take care of your children. Thank you.
Previously said, every one of you is a winner. And thank you for the wonderful speeches as well, the acceptance ones. So thank you for the humble ones, thank you for the proud ones. It was a beautiful evening. I would like to call upon the Executive Director of the Zimbabwe Excellence Awards, Mr. Julius Shabu, and he will give us a vote of thanks. Come on, can we clap hands?
I hope that you enjoyed your evening. And yes, the bar has been set. We're now national. And I'm glad that we had, I think, more than 11 participants throughout South Africa. For an event that just been launched nationally, I think that's a great achievement. And we're hoping to see more nominees coming from all over South Africa. If you don't get on board, you know what they say, you get left behind. Okay, so please, ladies and gentlemen, let's continue to encourage, inspire, and motivate one another. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the sponsors who made this event possible. Dear friend Edwin Anderson from Zororo Pumlani, thank you very much, man. Thank you very much. And Mr. Brian Makunike, thank you very much for coming on board. You told me last year that Shamu, this year we want to be the main sponsors, and here you are as the main sponsors. And if you don't have a funeral policy today or a travel insurance, speak to Mr. Brian Makunike or Mr. Edwin Anderson. Ladies and gentlemen, Remangwana Rirongere, they say, and they are here to get your premium signed up today. Maps Graphics, hey man, thank you very much. You stood by me. The banner outside there where you guys were taking your pictures since 2015. He has been donating one. He has been making one after another because of different sponsors that we get every day. Thank you very much, Maps Graphics. Zimbabwe Digital News. This journalist insisted and said, Mr. Shamu, this year I'm coming to the award. He's based in Johannesburg. And that deserves a round of applause. Yes! If you have a business here, ladies and gentlemen, and you have not been featured in the Zimbabwe Digital News, and also I don't know which age you are living in. If you're still buying copies of media prints, I don't know which world you're living in. People read the news on the go all the time. And Zimbabwe Digital News is here until Tuesday, and he needs to meet all the business owners here or any individual that thinks they've got a good story to tell for the newspaper. He's going to visit you, and you can make the deals happen. AV Studios, responsible for their websites. The guy is not here today, but I would like to thank you very much. The helpers from Nerisam Nemba, from Forever Living Products, thank you very much for the hampers. Digital Media, Solomon, thank you very much for the vouchers, and I'm sure those people that won the photo shoots are going to make use of the time to make sure that they look pretty and you go to a secluded place and take nice pictures. Eden All Natural, the sponsors for the 1,000 Rand voucher for massaging. She said to me, doesn't matter where the person is going to win the award, whether it's in Joburg or in Cape Town, the person will get the voucher. So thank you very much. And Wave Learning Academy, thank you very much for sponsoring the event. I'm sure you've noticed something different about our social media page this year. And we recruited a person who's based in Marondera. Yes, it don't matter where you are. Business goes on in this day of digital age that we're living in. So Diana Nera, she was responsible for all the postings and all the graphics and all the profiling of all the nominees. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I think she deserves a round of applause. When Diana came on board, I think we were sitting on 1,900 something followers. And now we're sitting at a cool 4,000 something. That shows you that a lot of work, quality of work that went into it yielded results. I would like to thank you very much. Our presenters, you never cease to amaze me. You guys are awesome, all the time, all the time. On the corner there, DJ Flex and DJ Morgan Stitch. DJ is no longer that kind of a job that people look down upon. Guys, it's huge. Look at DJ Tira, look at DJ Khalid. Look at all those big guys. That's where they start. And I think that's why we should want to see you. Morgan, we want to see you in the video next time. Morgan Stitch, you know, doing your thing. Let's grow big. Let's grow this DJ thing. MCs, I'm sure they did a great job. A round of applause, please. Thank you very much, Zoe, for coming all the way from Joburg. She was actually in Harare. And she made the point that, Shamu, I'm coming. I'm from Harare, but I'm coming. And she had a little hiccup yesterday, but she's here. Thank you very much. Delfino, you're always a star, man. I haven't seen you fully in action, but today I saw you. And everybody here can agree with me that you did a splendid job. Thank you. When you walk in, everybody, I'm sure you were wondering, who's that lady who was sitting on the corner there, speaking through the nose? Unfortunately, she's left. It was a long night for her. That's my dear friend from America. Yes, we import them, guys, from Joburg, from Harare. Now we are in Atlanta, America. Her name is Dr. Zakia Seymour. And she's a doctor, yes. Engineering, female engineer, water engineer. And yes, I had a doctor, PA, admin. I feel wonderful. Eh? And obviously, if I do not thank my wife, I don't think I'll sleep tonight. Behind all the stress that I go through, a lot of hard work that I put through to make sure that this event happens, I don't think I'll be able to do it without that kind of support that is needed. The pillar of strength, and yeah. Don't be stressed, baby. Everything's gonna be fine, and everything's gonna be fine, you know? And everything was fine, and everything is fine, right? And obviously the team behind the scenes. So I would like to leave you with a few words, guys. I wanna encourage a culture of success. Let's continue to inspire. Most of the stories that we read in the newspapers these days, it's very, very negative stories that we do not need. If we continue with the culture of success, we reap the benefits of it. And we become, everybody will be saying, hey, but those Zimbabweans, those are great people. And we're not lying, we're doing amazing things. I haven't known Melvin, but I just saw him on Generations, but I actually didn't know he's from Zimbabwe. But here he is, flew all the way from Johannesburg to support the project. And now I'm proud to say that I actually met an actor who acted in Generations before. And he's Zimbabwean. And he's a winner. Thank you, Melody. So, one more important thing. Zimbabwe is open for business. It's not a joke mantra. If you want to know more about it, ask Mr. Annelen Glove and Mr. Donovan Chimandama. I think Donovan has got a very, very inspiring story to tell. We all saw it. We all saw it in the newspaper. And it's been going around the country. And it's amazing. And it's got an inspiring story that if you Zimbabweans in Johannesburg come together and say, guys, it is the right time for us to invest in our country, Zimbabwe. Partnered with Transnet. Now we've got locomotives, we've got trains in Zimbabwe there. Through the effort of Mr. Donovan and his team. That's investing in Zimbabwe. Nothing beats that. But if he was alone, I don't think he would have done it. It takes a collective effort to make things happen. So what are we doing to get that pie that is still available in Zimbabwe right now? I'm telling you, Zoe was telling me that when he was coming from Zimbabwe, the place is full of white people. Where are they going to? Where are they coming from? What are they doing in our country? Guys, they're assessing opportunities, and opportunities are there. And before we realize it, the opportunities are gone. And you're gonna start crying now, oh, we must introduce BEE. That 60% that Mugabe had mentioned, he was right. We need it. Do you understand? But we don't want to get to that extent before we even try to do it on our own. I had a breakfast meeting in February with the Minister of Mines. Shamu, the only way that Zimbabweans can benefit in the country right now is if they come together and start crowdfunding projects, raise capital. We can give you platinum mines, gold mines, everything is available for Zimbabweans, but you cannot do it alone, guys. We cannot do it alone. That's a lie. If you walk out here and say, I'm alone, you're alone, yes. What's going to happen after 3 years when the dispensation permit is finished? It's no longer available. What are you going to do when you go back to Zimbabwe? Right now, what are you going to start? Where are you going to start from? So if you don't take it seriously, what I'm saying right now, you remember this day, 26 May 2018, at the awards, I uttered these words. Team up, guys. Team up. It's not too late. Let's make it happen. Let's make Zimbabwe happen again. So, I don't want to waste much of your time. Let's continue with the culture of success. Let's continue motivating each other. Let's invest in our country and make Zimbabwe great again. Thank you very much.
congratulate all those who have made Zimbabwe proud by raising the Zimbabwe flag and also excelling in their various fields. I say thank you.
Zimbabwe has got talent. Just see. Today was beautiful, man. Thank you so much. Fourth annual Zimbabwe Excellence Awards, man. You did a good job. Thank you. Thank you.
It's a good evening, a great event. We'll see them next year.
And we enjoyed, we had a fantastic time with great MCs, great presenters, great audience, great executives. Everything was wonderful. Yeah, man. If you're not here tonight, this is the 18th for the edition. Please make sure you're here. 2019, we're going to jump in. So if you're not in Cape Town tonight, today, you missed out a lot. Please, catch it for next time. Good night. Cheers.
Alright, hello babes, this is Amajai. Just got performance at Zim Excellence Awards. Congratulations to all the girls that took it home. I mean, like, everything was just so great. Thank you guys. Keep the hard work going for it. Don't stop with the hard work. Bless your heart and respect. Yeah, I'm a
champions are born every day. Go for it, don't listen what they say. Yo, wake up, wake for your dreams. Fight for your dreams, never give up in life. Sean Baka, you're Michelle.
Zim Excellence Awards.
To Mr. Shamu, this is Zim Excellence Awards.
The director.